All right, so here we go. Let's work through a little design. We're going to come up here to plus. Now, I like to use this top version here. So the cube up in the upper right-hand corner. Let me get rid of this. All right, up here in the upper right-hand corner, you'll see the cube that moves things around. You can hold right click on the mouse and do the same thing. But if I left click right up here where it says top, see front, top, and hit top, that's going to give me a bird's eye view, top looking down. Now I just clicked on the scroll wheel and I was able to grab and move the screen. Now let's start with, let's just do a quick bookmark. And we're going to use some simple shapes. Come over here to sketch. All right, and I'm going to left click on sketch to get that open up. And we're going to start with a rectangle. All right, I'm looking down at my caliper, my ruler, and I'm going to do, I work in millimeters. It's just really easier to work in millimeters. So I'm working in millimeters and I want the overall length of my bookmark. Oh, let's make it 120, which is just about a little more than 4.5 inches, almost 4 3/4 of an inch. But we're just going to do that at 120. Okay, so make this so okay. When you're outside, when you make your box, let's get rid of this for a second here. When you come over here and you click on your rectangle, one left click, wherever you put this down, this will be your upper left-hand section of the box. Okay? So, I did it this way so that the center is here. So if you had, for example, we'll do 25. Once you do the first one, you have to hit escape and then just click on the line. That number comes up, click in the box, and then type 25, hit enter. Now you've got a perfect box. So the cool thing about that is now you can grab this and pop it to the center of the plane. And now your square is perfectly centered in the center of the workspace. And why that's good is because these squares actually represent an amount. Let's change this so it looks better. Let's do this at 30. Escape. Click in the square. 30. All right. Now, if we come over here, you see this is 1 millimeter square. Now I want you to watch up here. As I scrolled out, it changed to 5 millimeters per square. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. All right. Now if I scroll back down to 1, you count all those and there's 30. You can come in here and lock the grid. Now, when you scroll in and out, these won't change. There's always going to be 30 squares. So if that helps you when you're building something, you can lock that in at 1 millimeter to count. You can lock them in at 5, whatever works best for you. So I'm going to click again in 30. I'm going to go 120 and I'm going to hit enter. Again, you can hit enter. You can do the check mark. Either way, top, click on the scroll. That makes it drag and move. And then I think I want it 40 on my width. Okay, so we got 40 on my width. All right. So we've got at least a basic bookmark, right? If you just print this bookmark, you can stick it in the book, but we want to do something a little bit different than that. So what we're going to do, let's put rounded edges on each side. So you come over here and I want you to click sketch, and we want to use this arc. Okay. All right. So when you are in the middle, it says edge. See, if you're just on a line, it says edge. If you're in the midpoint, it'll say midpoint and endpoint. So that helps you know that you're actually on the spot, but even if it's hard to see. So click the endpoint, and now we're going to come around and click endpoint again. Now you can let off and just use the mouse to scroll and see how we can put whatever kind of angle we want on. I want you to put a 180. Okay. So just move that till it snaps in place, left click, and now you have your 80. Now we're going to put another one up here. Come over here and grab this, 180, and click. All right. Now hit escape and escape and escape. We just want to kind of get out so we can see the piece that we have. Now what I want to do is we want to make this kind of look like a paper clip. So what we're going to do is we're going to see if we can grab, we're going to hold control down, click, oh, I'm sorry, it's shift. Let's hold shift and click, 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 and click. We got them all clicked. Now we're going to come over to the work plane. We're going to look for this offset edge right here. And we're going to click that. And we're going to click on this line, see how it's all lit up. We're going to move this just a little bit, and then that way because it can go out or in. And so we're going to go in, but we're going to jump over here and we're going to one click in there, click on 5 and select. Okay, escape. Now let's look what we need to do. It looks like we want to get rid of this line here. So I'm just going to hold on that line once and hit delete. I'm going to click on it again and hit delete. All right, so now we've removed that original piece. So now we're going to come over here and we're going to click arc, endpoint to endpoint, and then we're going to grab that 180, left click. Now we got that 180. Let's back up and see what we got to see. All right, so we need to go in here and pick this line here and hit delete. Now that line's gone. Okay, so now we need to think about we need to put we need to duplicate this one more time so it's a real paper clip, and let me show you why. Because when you click on this is going to raise up. See, we're missing some stuff. So anytime you mess up, just come up here and undo. And let's try to take this line and shift and add this line, and this line, and that line. Now let's do an offset edge, and we're going to go in, I don't know if we should go all the way in 5. Let's do that. See what that looks like. 5, check. But now what we need to do is, if we want to lift this up here and lift this up here, you see where our problem is? Now our bookmark is not connected. So you can handle this one of two ways. You can grab this and move it into there. And that's kind of the sloppy way of doing it. That's one way. But let's do that a little bit different. Let's take this line here. We're going to come over here on the sketch tool. We're going to click on line. And if we grab this and go till it says intersection, hit escape, click once, move up till it's on the intersection, escape. Now we need to get rid of this line here. But when we do, we're probably going to miss something here. So let's see what happens. We get here, and then we get delete. Now we're missing a way to close that off. So we need to come back in here with the line tool, sketch, line, endpoint to endpoint, escape, endpoint to endpoint. All right. Now let's see what we got. So we want to eliminate this section in here. I think we still need to get rid of one more piece. So let's click on that one, hit delete. And now when we touch our bookmark, we only want to come up 2 millimeters. I came up really, really high, but you're not going to get that between a piece of paper. So click in the square 2 and hit check. There we go. We have a bookmark. That should be the simplest way. But you know what? I don't know. Does it look wrong? I think it looks wrong. I think we need to keep this circle flow. Yeah? So if you click on the body and you see the body's over here, you can hide the body, bring the sketch back, bring the body back. Let's just right click and delete the body. Now I want to come in here with the sketch tool and the arc tool, and let's do endpoint to endpoint. Grab our 180, escape, endpoint